Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gorlocks Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmanak, and I am joined by
Matt Rumping.
And we are in Game 1 of 2 of the doubleheader featuring your Webster University Gorlocks facing off against the Eureka College Red Devils. On the mound for your Gorlocks is Ryan Greifelt. Greifelt on the season has had a slow start, but has picked it up a bit in conference play. Over 44 and 2/3 innings. He's pitched to the tune of a 5.64 ERA, 44 strikeouts. Reigning SLAC Pitcher of the Year. Getting ready for some really important late series as the final two matchups of the season for the Gorlocks will be against Spalding and Lyon, who currently sit at number 2 and 3, and he gets a quick punch out to start this one. I think the first thing we have to talk about here is the current SLAC standings. The Gorlocks standing in at first as Lyon took a 2 out of 3 losses against Spalding. And while that's a good thing for the Gorlocks in the short term, Spalding, Lyon, or Webster can win the conference. It is neck and neck, especially with those final 2 series on the year.
The top 3 seeds right now in the SLAC are all within a game and a half of each other, so it really is anybody's games. And there's still at least 6 or 7 conference games left for each team, so still to be determined to see how the SLAC standings are going to end up.
Greifeld's able to find the zone against Noah Company. The Gorlocks coming off a sweep of Blackburn. 3-1 hack and a miss. Gorlocks, despite winning the first game a few weeks ago, 1-0, they took care of business both within 7 innings. Here's the payoff. It'll be fouled back. A 13-2 win in 7, and a 10-0 win in 7 on a walk-off homer. Count stays the same. Here's the pitch. Another one. Company staying alive. Company on the year batting .323. Only struck out 8 times in 62 at-bats. But he goes down looking here. Back-to-back punch-outs for Greifelt.
Yeah, Company thought he had a free base there. A little bit of a late ring up there by the home plate umpire.
So 2 gone and a blank slate for Dylan Smith. First pitch curl into the zone for a strike. The Red Devils currently just 1 conference win on the year. Be a huge upset if they take one today. Smith gets thrown out at first, and Greifelt has himself a 1-2-3 inning as we head to the bottom of the frame. We'll be right back. James Theodore to lead off the first for the Gorlocks, and he's had himself one heck of a stretch. In 12 conference games, he leads the way with a .490 batting average. Just ridiculous how he's been. He went 5 for 7 against Blackburn in their doubleheader on Tuesday. Also stole 2 bases. And despite him being only second in the conference in stolen bases, he's just one behind A.J. Lopez of Spalding. And Lopez has played 6 more games, so we can count on him to likely end the season with the most swipe bags in conference play. And you do not want to give up a leadoff walk to him. Not only that, he's a really tough guy to strike out, and that's been a key component to that .490 batting average. Over 51 at-bats, only 3 punch-outs. And on 4 pitches, he will take his base.
Yeah, that's probably the worst case scenario there for Connor Metz of Eureka, getting Theodore on first base with plenty of room to run. To see what
the righty on the mound too, Connor Metz, doesn't have a good eye on him. Stays put in the first pitch. It's up high to Trissel. Looks like Cooley will have a talk with his pitcher. Metz, only a freshman, has been likely the most effective pitcher for Eureka this season. Through 21 2/3, he's pitched to the tune of a 4.57 ERA and 21 strikeouts. But the issue has been the walks for him, issuing just his 23rd walk to Theodore, averaging over 1 an inning. And he'll throw his first strike. Keeping Theodore honest over there. The 1-1. Not able to find the zone. We've seen Trissel lay down quite a few bunts. See if he does it here. Camden Smith over at third, not playing too shallow. He's clubbed homers and dropped down bunt singles all year. See what he does here. The 2-1. Taken high. Was loading up. He brings it to a hitter's count.
Seen a lot of high pitches from Metz in case Theodore tries running off, giving Cooley a nice angle, be able to try and get him.
After watching that pitch, Metz will bring the count to full. Theodore on first, no outs. The payoff. A hit and run will be fouled off. Theodore took off on that pitch. See if Metz checks up on him. Here it comes. That one drilled into left and that'll fall for a base hit. Theodore being held up at 2. And the Gorlocks go station to station.
Right fielder, number 9, Adam Mosier.
Stepping up next, Adam Mosier. Adam in his last game against Blackburn walked it off on a 2-run shot to deep right center field. Continuing his dominance in SLAC play as he shows bunt, but it pops out of the glove of the catcher. Both runners will advance. Worst case scenario. He's capping off an excellent week. This is the previous weekend. Club 4 homers and 8 RBIs in one game. 4 homers during the series, 3 in one game. That 8 RBI game was the highlighted one. Nearly clips him, and it does. Crowding the plate, Mosier will take his base on a hit by pitch. And with no outs, Ducks are on the pond for Dalton Groves.
Number 13, Dalton Groves.
Reigning SLAC player of the week, passing it off to Groves. First pitch. Taken in there for a strike. Groves has been good, so good all season. When the bats started struggling at the beginning of the year, Groves was the standout hitter. And even with the bats heating up now, Groves 5th in SLAC play and batting average at .432. 1,100 exactly on the OPS. And those are numbers you love to see out of your catcher. A good takeaway. You'd struggle to find any other catchers that have comparable numbers to Dalton Groves. But the man that's standing on deck, Nick Wroblewski, is probably the closest one. As he has a 1,200 OPS on the year. As there's a fly ball deep to center field. Getting under it, the catch will be made by Company. An easy tag up for Theodore, and advancing to third will be Trissel. Mosier stays put at first. And it's a sac fly for Dalton Groves.
The designated hitter, number 8, Nick Wroblewski.
The Gorlocks strike first. The inning's still far from over as Nick Wroblewski steps up next. First pitch swinging, fly ball deep to right field, going back. And it's just a few feet foul. Had the distance, but couldn't stay between the chalk. That 1,200 OPS figure we talked about, 4th in conference play. As there's a fly ball in foul ground, and be out of play. So a good count for Mets. Be very happy to escape this inning with just a run. The 0-2. Runner takes off, throw down, will be cut off, but there will be no throw to the plate. And the Gorlocks base runners manufacture a run as they fool the Eureka infield. Wroblewski still at the plate at a 1-2 count. And he drills one into left, and he'll hang up just enough for West out there. And there's 2 gone. No, they're saying it fell. Wroblewski standing on first. Unsure of what the call is. BK over at third, talking with the umpires. I believe the call on the field was out, and that's why Coach BK is having that discussion.
To me, it looked like the catch was made by West. I saw the glove kind of drop a little bit, but he kind of caught it like with his glove vertical to the ground and then a drop down horizontally. Maybe that's why they thought that there was a drop.
Coach BK has the best view on the field. The call will be out. So the play is confirmed, and there's 2 gone for Reed Hippis. Hippis playing at the hot corner, trying to keep this inning going. First pitch will be upstairs. Mosier at second will be running on the crack of the bat. Ball taken in there for a strike. The 1-1 given a ride to right center, and that'll get down and hop over the wall for a ground rule double. Solid piece of hitting from Hippis, and it's 3-0 Webster.
It looked like that was a bad read out there by Stanley and Wright. He was ranging in towards it like he was about to make the catch. The ball was at like 5 or 10 feet behind him. And then just a costly mistake there by the Red Devil right fielder.
Gorlocks already putting up a crooked number in the first. It's Talon Hutchings coming up next. The 0-1 grounded to the left side. Going to be a tough play. Throw to first, and it'll get past the first baseman off the hop, and that'll allow Hippis to score. It's 4-0 Gorlocks. Multiple defensive miscues from the Red Devils have put the Gorlocks up big early. So Matt Lanier's up next. First pitch nearly clips him. It's a good stop by Cooley. Runner takes off. That'll bounce off the glove of Cooley. So Hutchings up standing at second. Metz finds his first strike against Lanier. Wind blowing out to right field today, an overcast afternoon. But the temperature is just lovely here in Sauget. 2-1 will be up high. We'll get a bit colder as the sun sets in these next few hours, but should stay above 60. Hitters count for Lanier. Does he go around? He does not. It's the inning that never ends. The Gorlocks bat through the order with Hartz out of the 9-hole coming up.
Ryan Hartz.
First pitch to Ryan will be up high. It's been a slower start to conference play for Hartz as he's been moved down to the 9-hole, but we know what he can do with the bat. Last season took home third team all-conference honors for Webster. The 1-1 is foul tipped. Last season, a .322 batting average, .441 slugging on the season. So that one's popped up, be out of play. It's one of the key contributors to the Gorlocks' run to the regionals. Mets trying to get out of a rough inning. The 1-2, taken up high. You think about it too. Talked about it earlier. Mets was one of the best pitchers in this Red Devils staff. You don't want to knock him out early, as he's still got 2 more games to play this weekend. As that one sharply hit, and we'll find outfield grass. Being waved around is Hutchings, and he will score. Lanier heads into 3, and it's 5-0 Webster. That ball just passed the diving glove of Peters at second. It was 97 off the bat of Hartz.
Number 11, James Theodore.
Not an ideal situation for Eureka. Already have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Could be only a 1-inning performance here for Connor Metz.
And for the second time this inning, James Theodore coming back up to the plate. First pitch fouled off. Peters really putting his hat in the ring, or excuse me, Theodore really putting his hat in the ring for a SLIAC Hitter of the Year honors. Certainly contesting with a few other players. Caleb Kofi of Spalding looking like the front runner now with a .455 batting average, 1,200 OPS. So there's a backhand throw to first, will not get the speedy Theodore, and an infield single will drive in Lanier, and it's 6-0 Webster.
Shortstop, number 40, Braden Trissel.
With ground balls like that with Theodore at the plate, you just got to charge and hope for the best. Any hesitation will just put him on first.
That was a perfect example right there.
First pitch at Trissel, can't find it. The 1-0 will be in there. Trissel already has a hit on the inning. Looking for his second. 1-1 taken away. Again, we talked about the bunts with Trissel. Look how deep Smith is playing at third. He places a nice one down. They'll have no chance, even with 2 men on. That's unable to find the zone. Another nice stop by Cooley. Despite a few pass balls, he's really been keeping these Gorlocks runners at bay with a few pitches that could very well go to the backstop. Hitters count for Trissel. Taken in the dirt for ball 4. So once again, the bases are loaded for Adam Mosier. 12th batter of the inning. It looks like we'll have a mound visit from the Red Devils. 6 runs and a plethora of base runners on just 4 hits from the Gorlocks. Only 1 extra base hit coming off the bat of Reed Hippis. It was a ground rule double. And one, like you mentioned, that could have very well been caught
Now batting, number 9,
if a better route was
right
ran for that
fielder,
ball.
Adam Mosier.
And with 1 swing of the bat, Mosier could make this a double-digit inning. Comes up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch hits him. Second hit by pitch on the inning on Mosier. And Mets will be knocked out of the first. Gorlocks lead 7-0. We'll be right back.
Now batting, Dalton Grove.
The Gorlocks putting up a 7 spot in the first, and the inning still not over. As Colin Delary will try to clean up a mess. The first pitch from him will be away. He's given up 7 runs on 4 2/3 innings this season, but also picked up 5 Ks. He's also a member of the Red Devils basketball team. Played in 18 games, started 2 of them. But he'll need a throw to strike to Groves here. The 2-0 is inside. Dalton standing in at 3-0. Gorlocks have already been given 5 free passes in this inning. Groves could make it a 6th. And he does. Another run walked in. And a disastrous inning continues for the Red Devils. 5-hole Nick Wroblewski up next. First pitch will be in there for a strike. Wroblewski, the only player in this lineup to go out on a non-productive out. As Groves hit a sac fly in his first plate appearance. So looking for some revenge as he's down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Taking the turf, another nice stop by Cooley. one thing has gone the Red Devils' way. It's been Cooley. He's given up just one pass ball on the inning. He stopped multiple Gorlocks from scoring. So the 1-2 is in there for strike 3. A backwards K for Delarey, but the damage has been done. An 8 spot in the first. As Connor Metz is knocked out of this game, we head to the top of the second. We'll be right back. On to the second we go, and the Red Devils lineup has a tall hill to climb after the Gorlocks put up an 8 spot in the first. Grant Hackney will lead things off. First pitch goes around. Hackney's been great in conference play with a .395 batting average, which is 10th in SLIAC. 13 runs batted in, a .345 slash line. But he's down in the count, 0-2 against Greifeld. Here's the pitch. Taken away. Another one near that same spot, a bit lower. Greifeld sat down the side in the first. There's a grounder over to second. Toss to one will be in time. Nice range by Hutchings.
Now batting, number 13, third baseman, Camden Smith.
Up next will be Camden Smith. First pitch swing, fly ball into the right will be out of play. It's the Gorlocks' last home series before their senior day series against Lyon College. Lyon for a bit was at the top of the SLIAC standings before their series against Spalding, where they dropped 2 of 3 games. The 0-2. Taken low. Greifeld looking for his third punch out. That will be a grounder. He lets it go. Hippis has it. Throw to first in time. Nice play by Reed Hippis. And there's 2 away.
Right fielder.
It's also smart there by Greifeld to kind of let it go by him. He saw Hippus coming in behind him. He had a much better angle on a throw than Greifeld did. So another great decision there by Ryan Greifeld.
And Greifeld, very good defensively, but again, very nice play for him. Just let it go by, trusting his fielders, and worked out in his favor. And those are always such hard plays to make with that spinning, bouncing ball in the infield. Hippus nearly was playing in the grass as well. So there's 2 gone for Joshua Stanley. This takes a big hack at the 1-1. Greifeld's looking for another 1-2-3. Here's the pitch. In there. A backwards K for Ryan Greifeld. As we head back to the Gorlocks batters, score remains 8-0 Webster. Reed Hippus to lead off the second. The Gorlocks have a nice cushion under them. It's Condolari in his first full inning of work. Larry's only pitched 5 innings this season. With no one in the bullpen, the Red Devils are going to try to push him as far as he can go, as the 0-1 is grounded over to the left side. Throw across the diamond is in time. Strike thrown to first. There's one away for Talon Hutchings.
Now batting, number 0, Talon Hutchings.
Hutchings usually came in as a defensive replacement to start the season, but he earned his spot in this lineup. Started his first game in conference play and has not looked back. His overall numbers are very impressive. .333 batting average, a 1,085 OPS, which is 4th in the SLIAC, highlighted by a .646 slugging. So he drills one to left field, should be playable, and it is. A stark contrast to the first inning. There's 2 quick outs.
Now batting,
Last chance on the inning with Matthew Lanier.
Matthew Lanier.
Yeah, Eureka's probably breathing a sigh of relief right now. 2 quick outs, trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning.
First pitch to Lanier will be inside. Yeah, Eureka had to face 14 Gorlocks. Webster was just 4 batters away from batting through the order twice. A lot of those were free passes. Again, those 8 runs coming off just 4 hits. Lanier, one of them, his first plate appearance, was issued a walk. 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches. Both those hit by pitches on Mosier. Not too often you get hit by a pitch twice in one inning.
Wonder what the record is for most in an inning for one player.
I can't imagine
It's
happened 3 times.
Yeah, that would be a little bit ridiculous.
And Lanier gets his second free pass of the game. We'll keep this inning going.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 27, Ryan Hartz.
And you got to imagine if it happens a 3rd time, you just got to drop the gloves.
Don't want to get suspended now. Come on now. You're losing the reigning SLIAC Player of the Week.
That is true.
That happens.
The 1-0 to Hartz. Flied out of play. A few of these foul balls have been getting suspiciously close to the stadium lights.
I honestly thought that was going to hit right there. That one was real close.
No, that was very close. Grizzly season going to start up next month. The Frontier League starts just the week after the Gorlocks play their final series against Lyon. Here's the 1-2 to Hartz. We take it and it'll go to the backstop. Lanier rounds but holds up at 2. Hartz collected a 2-out RBI single in his at-bat in the first. Fouls one off himself. Could do the same thing here, a hit to the outfield. Could very well score Lanier from second. He'll be running off the crack of the bat. While we don't have these splits, it feels like Hartz is very good at batting with 2 outs. I'm not sure what the numbers are there exactly, but I think you'd be massively surprised as he does
Look
just
at that.
One into the outfield. Lanier rounding third. Throw will be well awry. Hartz heads into second, and it's a 9-0 Gorlocks.
Kellen strikes again with his predictions.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11, James Theodore.
The inning goes on. Back to the top of the lineup with James Theodore. Two plate appearances. Got an RBI single and a walk. First pitch fouled out of play. You mentioned on the Tuesday doubleheader against Blackburn, he went 5 for 7 with a double and a triple. Nearly gets hit by that pitch. The 1-1 chopper to the left side. Could be the same thing. Throw to first will not be in time. Hartz heading for home. Play at the plate. Will not be in time. An aggressive send by Coach BK at 3. Catches the infield sleeping, and it's 10-0 Webster.
Man, oh man, that was a real close play at home. It really, at least from up here, it looked like it could have gone either way.
Looked like he just got under the tag. Nice slide from Hartz. And next up will be Braden Trissel. The Gorlocks in the second, already at double digits. The 10-0 lead. First pitch will be away. Second infield single on the inning for Theodore.
No, we've already brought this up twice in both the Trissels at bats, but look at how far back Smith is playing at third. Easily lay one down right now, and
well, he has not shown bunt yet this game,
which is surprising.
It certainly is. The 2-0 given a ride to right field. Now get down for a base hit. Theodore holds up at 2. And the inning goes on.
Right fielder, number 9, Adam Mosier.
By the way, James Theodore's batting average in conference play up to .510. After going 2 for 2 today. The 0-1 to Mosier. Swing and a miss. Ethan Tuttle graduated Spalding last season, batted .519 over 18 conference games. Taking home Slack Player of the Year honors. The 0-2 is inside on Mosier. Trying to get out of a jam. The 1-2. Taken low. Delaire thought he had it.
He's already halfway to the dugout.
Would be 2s across the board. Mosier rips that one to left field. Now get down for a base hit. Theodore being waved around. Will hold up at 3. And it's a 2-out RBI double from Adam Mosier.
That might have been the fastest hit we've seen all year. 108 off the bat of Mosier there.
We're talking about how 105 was the fastest we've seen, but
yeah,
it was just ripped down the line.
Number 13, Dalton Groves.
Trissel was held up at 3. So there are 2 men in scoring position for Dalton Groves. Hit a sac fly in his first plate appearance. No sacrifice opportunity now, though. In the second, walked in a run. The 1-0 shot to right, and that'll get down and go all the way to the wall. Both runs will score. How fast can Dalton run? He heads into 2. Will hold up there. The throw goes to the cutoff man, and it is 13-0 Gorlocks.
I don't know. I think BK could have sent Groves there and got himself a triple.
Number 8, Nick Wrobluski.
On Tuesday against Blackburn, he legged out a Little League homer after the ball got past the left fielder, headed all the way to that deep left field wall. The inning goes on with Nick Wrobluski. First pitch. Takes an awkward swing. Again, these 5 runs have all come with 2 outs. As the ball gets past Cooley. Groves heads into third. Gorlocks in back-to-back innings have batted through the lineup. The 1-0 is inside. Excuse me, the 1-1. Two-one Wroblewski, chopped to the left side. Going to be a long throw. Play is in time. Nice job at the hot corner by Camden Smith. But back-to-back crooked numbers by the Gorlocks have made it 13-0 after the second. We'll be right back. On to the third. It's going to take a miracle for Eureka to even sniff the Gorlocks' 13 runs in the first two innings.
The average run differential in between a Webster and Eureka game is sitting at 11.42
Wow.
over the history. We played 55 games against Eureka.
The 2-0 taken in the turf. And just an hour into this game, and they're 7-8-9 getting their first at-bats of the game. Cooley in a good count, 3-0. Will take a strike. So Greifeld wants a battle. One swing and a miss. You know, Greifeld, it's always good to cool down the arm. You know, that's what's good about having so many guys come up to the plate, but hopefully he's not iced.
Yeah, that's something you got to think about. Normally you see that with, like, rain delays, but
yeah,
the bats are too hot right now, and you got to be at least a little concerned there.
And Cooley, after forcing a full count, will take his base, the first base runner of the game for Eureka. So Montrez West is up next. First pitch to the junior will be upstairs. The 1-0 fouled back. The junior has collected 5 hits in 9 games. West playing out in left today. Made a nice catch in the first as he drills one to center. A long run for Theodore, but he'll get it standing. Making it look so easy out there.
Second baseman, number 10.
Looked like the wind kind of prevented that from going out any further. And it was also a good read, like you said, by Theodore.
Now the 9-hole Gabe Peters will be up. The junior's batting 180 on the year. Next one can't find the zone. Eureka last in team batting average in the conference at 259. Second to last in ERA, 9.68 before this game. Right ahead of Principia. Astounding 12.87 ERA.
Ooh, that's rough.
The issue for both those teams have been walks. Principia with 87, Eureka at 77 right behind them. And the thing is, Eureka at the bottom of the standings in home runs given up. Just 6 homers in conference play. This is a fly ball back towards us. There it goes. If there was no roof, that one would have been right at us.
Yeah, I think that literally would have hit me square in my noggin. I wonder if we'd go by banana ball rules if I caught that.
That'd be nice. Full count on Peters, man on first, one gone. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another punch out for Ryan Greifeld, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 15, Andrew Zimmerman.
Fourth strikeout of the game for Ryan. And Eureka sends it back to the top of the lineup with Zimmerman. First pitch will be away. Zimmerman in conference play, a .333 batting average, 6 stolen bases. Trying to give the Red Devils their first hit of the game. The 1-1 fouled back. So the count's brought to 1-2. Here's the pitch. A nice take. Following this series, Eureka will play Wabash on Monday, and then Marantha Baptist in their final 2 games of that series. This is a fly ball into right. Mosier gets under it and makes the catch. Eureka gets their first base runner, but are unable to do anything with him. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, score still 13-0 Webster. Logan Manuelo coming in to pinch hit in the third. First pitch will be taken wide. See Jacob Charleston also on deck. The 1-0 giving a ride to right center, going back to the track, and will hold up just there.
Manuelo almost got that one out of here. It's just a couple feet away.
Yeah.
Now batting, number 5, Jacob Charleston.
So Charleston coming in for Hutchings. Gorlocks already using their reserves here in the third inning. Zizanakis standing on deck for Lanier. First pitch, sharp grounder to the left side. Throw across the diamond is in time. Another nice play at the hot corner by Smith. Excuse me, that's Kretzer coming up to the plate.
Now batting, number 49, Easton Kretzer.
Kretzer's only had 2 at-bats on the year, looking for his first hit. First pitch. He's skied on the infield. Getting under it. The catch is made. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Eureka. As we head to the 4th inning, score remains 13-0 Webster. A new 8 out on the field for Webster here in the 4th inning. Well, Greifeld still is on the mound. Gorlocks using all their reserves, up 13-0 against the Red Devils. This company takes a big hack. Greifeld now throwing to Noah Jensen, who's behind the dish. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5th punch out for Greifeld. There's one gone.
The designated hitter, number 34, Dylan Smith.
Dylan Smith up next, batting out of the 3-hole. Takes a big hack. Eureka got their first base runner of the game in the last frame. But we're unable to do anything else. The 1-1 be on the inside. Reminder, there will be a second game after this one. Expected starting time of 8 o'clock. The 2-2 to Smith. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Greifeld's wheeling and dealing right now.
Completely fooled him on that pitch. It's nearly a golf swing.
I was about to say, it looked like a breaking ball, like right at almost at his feet, and he still swung at it.
There's 2 gone for Grant Hackney. If there's any chance of Eureka getting a hit, it'll come off of their first baseman, Grant. He's in the top 10 conference batting average coming into this one. Grounded out his first time up. The 1-1 sky high into center. Theodore ranges under. And it's another 1-2-3 for Ryan Greifeld. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains 13-0. And that was Taylor making the catch. Lineup looking a lot different now. A.J. Simmons will lead off the 4th. First pitch will be inside. Simmons has made the most of his at-bats in conference play. He's been given 3 and doubled in 2 of them. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Simmons, a 4-year member of the Gorlocks program. The senior got 21 at-bats in his freshman years. He grounds one up the middle. Hustle play, throw to first, will be in time. There's 1 gone.
Looked like that ball had a little bit of spin off the bat, and it kind of took a weird bounce off the pitcher's mound. That was a great job there by Zimmerman to make the scoop and the throw over just in time.
There's 1 gone for Jonah Taylor. First pitch fouled away. The 0-1 to Taylor. Sky high in right field, in foul ground, will be out of play. Taylor's been given 9 at-bats this year. Usually comes in as a pinch runner. Some tight games, 2 stolen bases. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 gone on the inning. Last chance will be Charlie Pellissier.
Number 1, Charlie Pellissier.
Charlie started 3 games this year. The starter for a lot of those non-conference games, or played in a lot of those non-conference games. .333 batting average. 3 hits on 9 ABs. The 2-0 to the senior. Fouled off. Coming all the way from Jacksonville. Transferred from Daytona State College. Two 2-1 looped. And a basket catch by the shortstop Zimmerman to end the inning. As we head to the 5th, score remains 13-0 Webster. Greifeld entering his 5th inning of work. Looks like there's more players in the bullpen than the dugout for Webster, but nobody warming up. This Greifeld has been excellent through 4. He's given up just 1 base runner on a walk as that ball is foul. Manuelo at third trying to backhand it. The 0-2. Pop fly, foul ball. Goes into the stands. actually saw Greifeld pitch in the 7th inning of the game against Blackburn on Tuesday. There's a drop third strike, throw the first is in time. Be another punch out for Greifeld.
Number 9, Joshua Stanley.
It's his 7th of the game. Both Carter Hunt and Wes Carter splitting 3 innings in the 7-inning affair. Both giving up 3 hits respectively. No runs as they shut out the Beavers. And again, despite that just 1-0 win against them a few weeks ago, outscored them 24 to nothing, or excuse me, 24 to 2 as they shut them out in 2 of those 3 matches. And there's another strike 3 swinging from Stanley. That's Greifeld's 8th.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Nate Cooley.
Last chance on the inning, Nate Cooley. He's been playing behind the dish today. And with James Theodore day done, with Jonah Taylor taking over center field duties, he's currently batting .510 in conference play. Some ridiculous numbers put up by the junior. 2-0 to Cooley, be fouled back off the top of the press box.
Cooley, also the only base runner so far for Eureka today, had that walk in his last at-bat.
The 2-1. Same spot. Twos across the board for Cooley. And he swings at one, sends it into right, getting under it, and making the catch is Zanakis. So it's another 1-2-3 for Greifeld, his 4th frame of the day as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Score remains 13-0. Andrew Zanakis getting his first look of the day. First pitch is on the inside. still on the mound for Eureka. He's thrown 3 1/3 innings after coming into this game the first. He'll likely be matching his inning total on the season in this game alone. The 1-1 chop to the right side, foul. Zanak is a grad student from Eureka. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
The catcher, number 36.
One gone, no one on for Noah Jensen. Noah Jensen came in for Dalton Groves as he looks for his first hit on the season. Takes a big cut, but no dice. Nearly 3 years ago to the day, Jensen clubbed a homer in his first official at-bat on senior day, his freshman season. Walked in his first plate appearance, then hit one over the towering left field wall. The 0-2 gives that one a ride up Broadway, but the catch will be made out in center.
Now batting, number 32, Cal Tyner.
Cal Tyner replacing Nick Wroblewski out of the DH spot. So it's officially a brand new 9 for Webster. After the starting 9 scored 13 runs in the first 2 innings. First pitch will be away. Tyner's 1 hit, 3 ABs. That one clips him. So Tyner will take his base.
Now batting,
It's the
number
first
33, Logan Manuelo.
base runner of this new 9 for Webster. And we go back to Logan Manuelo. He's the first pinch hitter of the game for Webster. First pitch tipped. Good stop behind the dish by Cooley. Looks like they're going to let DeLarry go the distance, however long that may be. So there's no action in the Eureka bullpen. But so far, he's made good work of the substitutions on the Gorlocks side. And of course, this will be their second time seeing him. Two-one popped up on the infield. And the catch is made. Another 0 spot. The Gorlocks still lead 13-0 as we head to the 6th. Score 13-0 Webster. Montrez West steps up, shows bunt, but fouls it back. Ryan Greifeld's day is done. 5 hitless innings. He passes the baton off to Shane Lejeune de Acutis. Shane in 1 1/3 innings. He's not giving up a run, but did give up 3 walks. The 1-1 curls into the zone for a strike. West thought that one was going to hit him.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch right there.
Shane, another 4-year member of the baseball program. The 1-2 slap to right field. Be out of play, or excuse me, in foul ground. Red Devils bullpen.
It's funny, there was no reaction there from either person in the Eureka bullpen, even though it landed pretty close to him.
Well, it was funny. We were talking about it earlier about how many players they're going to stack up in their bullpen with the roster size that they have, and really there hasn't been many guys out there. A lot of them you see on the front step of the dugout. West in the count 1-2. Pitch upstairs. Montrez playing some dodgeball in the box. He's already moved out of the way of 2 pitches. The 2-2. Make it 3. West brings it to full. Trying to give Eureka a base runner. Here's the payoff. That one slapped in foul ground. Be right back at the press box. Oh my gosh, it's right here.
If I had the window open, I probably would have grabbed
Yeah,
that.
It took nearly a huge second hop at us.
I think I might open the window. I might try and go for one of these.
There's been a few right at us today. So the count remains full. Here's the payoff. Another one, West staying alive on those check swings.
Oh, it hit off the light tower.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Look at that.
About 3/4 of the way up there, too.
A lot of these foul balls have just been in the same exact spot, right back at us and right at that same light pole. It's not a different one. It's the same one every time.
And then we've had a couple that have gotten up into the second level, but right there on the very right at the last seat.
And West will take his base after a great plate appearance. So Eureka has their second base runner of the game.
Number 4, Duel Leslie.
And Wesley, new pinch hitter for Eureka. Coming in for the 9-hole, Gabe Peters. First pitch fouled out of play.
Almost hits the light tower on the left side.
That one hasn't been seeing much action.
Yeah. Normally it's the one on the left that sees a lot of action and the one on the right doesn't.
Yeah. The 0-1 in there. Wesley in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. It's a hit and runs. It's flied into left. Simmons getting under it. And West retreats back to first. There's one gone.
Now batting, number 15, Andrew Zimmerman.
Back to the top of the lineup with Andrew Zimmerman. First pitch in there. Despite their 1-11 record this year, Eureka made the SLAG tournament in 2025, losing in the quarterfinals to Spalding by a score of 15-1, a conference record of 8-10. They lost a few key players. Mike Dunn, the main star, had a .331 batting average, .476 slugging in conference play, and 33 innings pitched to a 6.27 ERA and 18 punch-outs as a pitcher. His numbers earned him second-team all-honors for Eureka. As well, David Hidden, a .297 batting average, 13 stolen bases. We talk about how the pitching has been a key problem for Eureka this year. Colton Yanish, 43 and 1/3 innings, 5.40 ERA, 41 strikeouts, also graduated following his 2025 senior season. So it's been a bit of a rebuild for Eureka. But they do have some young players. Again, despite the start here against Webster, Metz has been the best pitcher for Eureka, and he's only a freshman. As West will swipe second. As the ball was thrown to the backstop anyway. The count is 1-2. Here it comes. Taken away. Again, stay tuned after this game. The Red Devils and the Gorlocks will face off once more. The 2-2. Another one in the dirt. Nice stop by Jensen behind the dish. Tomorrow will be the final game of the series at 3 o'clock. Last game here at Arsenal BG Ballpark for Senior Day on May 2nd. Slow roller to short. Won't get the lead runner. Throw it to first, and it is in time. A nice stretch at first by Kretzer. Wetz is pushed over to third.
Center fielder, number 16, Noah Company.
There's two gone for Noah Company. First run of the game for Eureka, just 90 feet away. First pitch, grounder to first. Tossed over to Shane, and he is safe. An awkward grounder as Lejeune was late to cover.
Just a hitter.
And Eureka picks up their first hit of the game, along with their first run. Next up will be Dylan Smith. First pitch strike. Runner takes off. Jensen unable to get a grip. Second stolen base of the inning for the Red Devils. Zimmerman puts himself in scoring position. Or excuse me, Company puts himself in scoring position. Play back underway. The 1-1 taken upstairs. The sun nearly peeking out to the right of the ballpark as it sets across the horizon. It's been an overcast day across St. Louis. Lejeune puts himself in a 2-strike count, trying to limit the damage in the 6th. The 2-2. That one given a nice hop to second. A nice play. Throw to first is in time. An excellent backhand at second by Charleston will end the inning. And Eureka scores there first, but they have just 3 outs to score at least 2 runs. Not before the Gorlocks get one more chance to bat. We'll be right back. Jacob Charleston, after making a fantastic play at second, will lead off the bottom of the 6th. First pitch will be taken for a strike. The 0-1, a nice look. Last season, Charleston started 30 games for Webster. As he gives a ride to that one. High fly ball into left. Should be playable. And it is.
Probably the highest ball we've seen in a while hit.
And while the sun's not out, the clouds certainly not doing these fielders any favors, because that ball will blend just right into what they're looking like right now. One gone for Easton Kretzer. The 1-0. Can't find it. Easton looking for his first hit as a Gorlock. Takes the 2-0, finds the outside part of the plate. 2-1 also in there. Larry bringing back the count. Here's the 2-2. Foul tipped. Colin came into this one throwing 4 2/3 innings on the year. He's currently sitting at 4 2/3 right now. 2-2. Chopped over to second. Bobbled. Throw to 1 will not be in time. Kretzer will be on first on an E4.
Now batting, number 14, A.J. Simmons.
One gone, one on for A.J. Simmons. First pitch fouled off. A.J., a senior from Santa Maria, California. Over 39 at-bats as a Gorlock, has a .256 batting average. The 1-1 shot deep into right field, a long run at the track, and the catch is made. Nice piece of hitting from Simmons, but no dice.
Now batting, number 7, Jonah Taylor.
Last chance on the inning, Jonah Taylor. First pitch, grounded foul. Hasn't been too many night games here at Arsenal BG Ballpark, but we'll see one today. Following this game, these two will face off once again. And with a win today, this will mark Coach BK's 50th win against Eureka, going 50-0 against the Red Devils in his tenure as the Gorlocks head coach.
It's an unbelievable stat right there, Kellen. 50-0.
And you think about it too, baseball can be a very random sport. You know, you watch the MLB, you see some teams beating other teams that have no reason to do it, but it just happens. But Coach BK done a great job leading this Gorlocks team, and he'll try to do it in this final inning. Eureka will have to score at least 3 to keep this one going. They have 3 outs to do so. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Potential last frame here in game one of the doubleheader. Grant Hackney leading off for Eureka as he drills one to deep right field, going back to the track at the wall, and it's gone. A leadoff homer for Grant Hackney. Gets the party started in the 7th for Eureka.
Zanakis just hung onto the fence there after it went over for about like 5 seconds.
It's a great effort out there.
It was.
Unable to bring it back. Camden Smith up next. He drills that one to center. Back-to-back hits for Eureka. It was Hackney's 2nd homer in conference play on the year.
Now batting, number 9, Joshua Stanley.
Came into this one with a 3.45 slash line. 395 batting average in conference play as a sophomore. First pitch is in there. The 0-1 fouled off. Fitzpatrick, pinch hitter, coming in for Joshua Stanley. Down the count, 0-2. Good take. Fitzpatrick has 4 hits, over 22 at-bats. Does he go around? He does not. Unsuccessful appeal. He brings the count to 2s. Eureka looking for their 3rd straight hit. They won't get it as Johnson picks up his first punch out.
The catcher, number 19, Nate Cooley.
Nate Cooley up next. Johnson, over 4 2/3 innings this season, has given up 7 earned runs. Senior transfer from the University of Dallas. Runner nearly takes off, back pick by Jensen, does not work. Smith was nearly halfway down the line, decided to retreat. The 1-1 drilled to left and now get down for a base hit. Everyone will hold up. Eureka goes station to station.
Left fielder, number 20, Montrez West.
Cooley over at first, representing the game-continuing run. Montrez West will be up next. First pitch, chopped to the left side, and it will be fair. Go off the bag. Runner waved around. One will score. Holding up at 3 is Cooley. And it's 13-3, Webster. Eureka's bringing back some runs. Continuing run just 90 feet away.
Now batting, number 4, Durrell Wesley.
Durrell Wesley up next. Pinch hit for Peters in his last at-bat. First one coming. The outside. That one driven up Broadway, a diving grab at short. Nice job by Pellissier. And there's 2 gone. Good read by West to retreat back to second off the bat.
Shortstop, number 15, Andrew Zimmerman.
The last chance in this game, Andrew Zimmerman will have to drive in the man from third to keep this game going. First pitch. In there. Zimmerman 0 for 3. Dodges one on the inside. The 1-1 taken upstairs. There is an open base at first, but Noah Company, who got the first hit of the game for Eureka, stands on deck. Slow dribbler to first. The 2-1 inside again. Hitters count on Zimmerman. Eureka currently in a 10-run deficit. So the next pitch will be in there for a strike, and the count is brought to full. Continuing run at third. As Johnson tries to shut the door on the Red Devils. 2 men on, 2 out. Here's the payoff. Fly ball into right, over towards the bullpen, and will drop. The AB continues. Johnson looking to end it at 7. Zimmerman keeps his at-bat alive. Here it comes. Giving a ride to center. Theodore ranging, getting under it, and the catch is made. It's Taylor out there, not Theodore, and that'll end it. Final score, 13-3 and 7 for the Gorlocks. Scoring all of their runs in the first 2 innings. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for Game 2 between Eureka and Webster. Thank you so much.